All right, everybody, welcome to Darlington Tonight Inspired ARCA Series. Continues their playoffs here. This week and next week will determine the Final Four going into tonight. Right now, Shane Hard leading the way in practice. See Cade Cannon on track now. Been on a very good hot streak here lately, both in Cup and ARCA, trying to ride that momentum. Right now, top five as they stand: Shane Harr, Clint Ward, Aaron Stanton, Mike Hauser, or Jason Williams, Hayden Williams. Right now, there's Shane Harr. Jordan just posted his fast lap. The playoffs coming into tonight, definitely a little bit tighter. Matter of fact, we'll go ahead and look at them. So Cade Cannon comes into tonight, the points leader, only by 2 points over Aaron Stanton. Right now, both of them goodbye. Both of them are only good by 41 and 39 points respectively. Jordan Jorno comes in plus 17. Stephen Henning comes in as the gatekeeper for the Final Four. 15 points ahead of Chris Lauda. Elijah Fisher out by 20. Mike Hauser out by 28. And A.J. Thompson. If A.J. Thompson does not win tonight, he knows that his playoffs and a hope for a championship will be over. AJ has got to win the next 2 weeks to lock himself into the Final Four. With that being said, qualifying on tap next. Clint Ward will not be posting first one because he's already got the black flag. No surprise. So Cade Cannon officially will be the first one to post a qualifying lap here, followed by Elijah Fisher, Jordan Jorno, James Hadaway, Hayden S. Williams. New face tonight, Tyler Stone in the 25. He'll be up next to post a qualifying lap. See Cade really... Cade got the wall. There'll be a 4X, and Cade Cannon will not post the first lap, and he'll actually go ahead and pull it on into the pits. Elijah Fisher now. Off of turn 4, Fisher's first lap, a 30.095. Good enough for a lead. Jorno slides in the second. Hayden S. Williams top of the board with a 9.70. Well, right now, you see Thompson slides into 5th, low to 6th. Hayden, does he improve on this lap? He does. He does. First driver getting into the 8s. Cade Cannon going to retry his. Well, Cade's only going to get 1 lap. See Darcy Harr, he'll slide into 8th with a 31.0. Well, Cannon's first lap was not going to be quick enough, and this was going to be nowhere near the board. Already frustrated, destroying the car. Right now, another playoff hopeful, the gatekeeper himself, holding that 4th position for the Final Four, Stephen Henning Jr. Right now, 8th quickest. Well, he's got 1 more lap here. As a matter of fact, we can ride on board with him, listen to his throttle down the back straightaway. Well, this right here, the edge of the corners, turn 3 and 4 is going to be real tricky. Almost slides into the wall. You see 3/4 off the throttle. And Stephen Henning's lap. Is it better? It is. 4th quickest for Henning. What a recovery. Jeffrey Pepper's now on track. 1 of the 2 making their debut tonight. Right now, Jeffrey's first lap was good enough for 12th quickest. Really trying to improve. No, he's going to call it done. So Peppers is done. I think he ain't going to get a better lap. So right now, with a minute to go in qualifying, Hayden Williams holds the pole. Shane Harr yet to qualify. Aaron Stanton, Mike Hauser, Kurt Gibson, and Bobby Hadaway. Ones who have not posted a qualifying lap tonight. Hayden Williams. So let's see. Let's ask this question. So I'm going to start this poll. Anybody that joins in, feel free to answer it. And I actually have to take care of something real quick.
Copycat.
All right, everybody, welcome to Darlington tonight. 6 sets of tires, 5 in the pits, 1 on your car, 160 laps, pace car speed limit 60, pit speed limit 45. You get 1 fast repair. Use it wisely. Everybody, good luck. Switch over to racing control.
Yeah, I was just going to remind you to do that now. Thank you very much.
We're going to go and get Hayden in here.
So I go on the
Hayden
green
Williams,
flag.
Gary Jenkins up here in the booth. You got a copy?
I gotcha.
Well, buddy, starting on pole tonight. Looks like a bad fast number 40 with your name on the side. Do you think you got what it takes to get the job done tonight?
I hope. I just gotta save my tires, hit my marks, and maybe be there at the end.
Well, buddy, what real fast now? I'll let you drop back down and ask your very important question. But what do you feel like is going to be the biggest aspect for the drivers tonight? What's going to be the biggest challenge for them to overcome?
Well, the main challenge is the wall, but second, it's gonna be tires. The tires fall off bad, super bad.
All right, buddy. Well, best of luck to you tonight. Hopefully we'll talk to you when this whole race is over with. Best of luck. Congratulations on the pole.
Thank you.
Yes, sir. Ada Williams starting from the front row here tonight. That being said, we'll go ahead and run through the starting grid real quick here. 160 laps on deck tonight for Inspired. Haynes Williams on pole, Elijah Fisher second, Jordan Jorno third, Stephen Henning fourth, Tyler Stone making his debut tonight. Heck of a qualifying run, starting in fifth. James Hadaway in sixth, AJ Thompson, Chris Loda 7 and 8, Kate Cannon, Darcy Horn 9th and 10th, Jesse Glover and Jeffrey Peppers rounds out the fast 12. On down through the field. Drivers that did not post a qualifying lap: Colt Ward, Shane Harr, 13th, 14th, Aaron Stanton, Mike Hauser, 15th, 16th, Kurt Gibson, Bobby Hadaway, and Travis Eccles. And that'll round out the field for tonight. See, we can't dial up a playoff driver here. Stephen Henning, Garrett Jenkins up here in the booth. You got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Well, buddy, it's been a great start for you so far, starting fourth tonight. What do you got to do tonight to try to hold that fourth playoff spot away from Lyota and Fisher and a couple others?
Just drive and be there at the end, hopefully, and try not be in the wrecks, and keep cool-headed.
All right, buddy. Look forward to see how good. Drop you back down. Best of luck tonight.
Thank you.
Yeah, Stephen Henning starting from fourth, and we'll walk into tonight fourth in points. Well, that being said, you're going to see me switching through the field a lot tonight, having to track X's. You're going to see a lot of drivers hitting the wall, some getting loose off the corners. At the end of it, the driver who survives tonight is going to be the guy who will walk away with the win. Williams gets a great jump. We're rolling. Jorno, he caught Fisher sleeping at the start, and Fisher already going to slide back into third here. Already a little bit tight action already. On back through the fields. Couple drivers already with some X's to start off with. Well, meanwhile, Hayden about the best stars you can get. Jordan Jorno now looking to the bottom. Jorno comes into the night third in points, 18 points to the cut line. And at the line, Williams will lead. "19 drivers on deck. Very happy to see the ARCA series getting more than just 7 or 8. It also makes more points available for the playoff drivers. It also means they can lose a lot more points as well, to give or take here. You see that Sitco Chevrolet. Jordan Jorno trying to take the lead away from Williams. Williams will set the fastest lap with a 30.048. Meanwhile, back to the field. Elijah Fisher getting us on the defense for Stephen Henning. Both drivers come into the night. Fisher 6th in points, 20 out of the final 4. Stephen Henning trying to defend the last spot in the final 4. Oh, Tyler Stone, the Oklahoma City Thunder
Let me in, thank you.
Toyota tonight. Really had a great, been so far a great debut tonight for the 25. Started 5th, trying to defend 5th from Cade Cannon, another playoff driver. Colt Ward and Aaron Stanton making their way up through the field. Just give me 1 second, folks. Back here. Right now, Jorno and Williams both have. Oh, Stone hard off the wall. Massive damage. Well, not really mad damage. We don't know how bad it is. Potentially will there. Oh, Mike Hauser. Let's look back at here. That might be a caution worthy. Great save, everybody. Staying green here. Right now, Jordan Jorno has gotten the lead away from Hayden Williams. Jorno knows if he can lead the most laps tonight.
Really? 8X already. Great.
Whereas Jorno knows if he can lead the most laps tonight, he'll get that extra bonus point for.
My wheels already messed up from my.
He'll get a bonus point if he leads the most laps tonight. That'll be very critical in his quest for the championship in ARCA at least. Jorno knows he has to win these next 2 weeks in Cup to be able to qualify for the Final Four on the Cup side of things. Whoops, sorry folks. Right now, everybody's still in the lead lap. 19 drivers still in contention here. We'll go ahead and give you a little. Through the field here. So Williams running in second right now. Stephen Henning. This is the battle for third with Cade Cannon. Oh, gonna be a little tight. Cannon's gonna put the 12 into the wall. Not bad, does not look terribly, does not look cosmetic. Gaunt Ward in fifth. Throw it. Jesse Glover around. We'll see what happens. Everybody tuned in on, looked like he was already around. We'll see. And he does go completely around at 360, and with that, we're under caution for the first time tonight. Take one more look at it here. So again, if you do not nail the
middle back.
you got to run this race perfectly. It's a rhythm racetrack. If you do not, you're going more than likely into the wall.
On this track is so bad.
You see Glover off the wall into the 96 of Peppers. And already, well, you can't say already because we already.
I don't know if you came down when I slept a little bit on my brakes or something, but whatever happened there, I am sorry. I didn't mean to make that little bit of contact there.
All good. I don't know what happened there either. It just all happened too damn quick.
Hydravity incident, 96 comes off the wall. Gets into the 2. 96 will get the EOL for this upcoming restart. Thank you. That being said. All right, folks, we are back. Apologize about that. I had to take care of something here. Okay, so I already gave it to him. Yep. All right, so to restart, Jordan Journo, Hayden Williams first and second. Cade Cannon, Stephen Henning third and fourth. Colt Ward has worked himself up at the fifth. Shane Hoare, Elijah Fisher, Bobby Hadaway, Kurt Gibson, and Jeffrey Peppers rounds out the top 10. Playoff drivers as they run. Jorno in first, Cannon second or third, Henning fourth, Fisher in seventh,
Sorry,
Hauser
guys, I was
10th.
missing off the page because I forgot I was the leader.
Lyota in 15th, and Stanton in 19th.
Thank you, back racing.
All right. Re-rack it and do it again. 147 to go whenever they take the green flag.
Green flag, green flag.
We're rolling. Well, you see Williams spun the tires just a little bit. Not what he wanted to do. As a matter of fact, top 13 did not pit under this caution. And Jorno already out front. Cannon was sliding in second, and now Williams back down into the third spot. Oh, Henning's going to go around. No, he doesn't. He saves it. Holy cow.
How did you end up doing that?
Let's go back and look at it here.
I don't know. That was the first that's ever done that.
Well, that's one way to get through the corner. Didn't lose no position either. It was a great recovery for Henning, but right now tires probably hot. You see Gibson off the wall again. Well, you saw in the cup race, as you see, Cade Henning, good guy to Chevrolet's not playing nice. Williams into the wall. That nine's on the move. Hard to say, really. All right, now Cade Cannon on the charge to the lead. The points leader coming into the night by virtue of the reset, in which no driver has officially locked himself into a playoff spot tonight, or coming into the night. So right now it's going on points alone. And Cannon right now the points leader by 2 points over Aaron Stanton. All right, now it's the Chevrolet top three. We're accustomed to seeing that here on Saturday nights. I'm not going to complete around with stay green here. So staying green, being that the 24 did not go completely around. Really just kissed the wall and he's recovered. Meanwhile, battle for a lead, Jorno off the pace. Jorno immediately loses 3 spots just like that. And dropping still. Now he'll settle back in. Now he still loses spots. Something I missed on that 84 or something other. Well, he did get the wall, did get a 2X just prior to that. And now he's got to sit there and assess the damage, what could be done on that 84. Right on board with Jorno now, right now running in third, the second highest of the playoff drivers. See Ward off the wall a little bit. Them chat, them comment section dead tonight, ain't it? Right now, Hayden Williams still holding the fastest lap at a 30.048. Right now, Williams running in the 5th spot after making contact with the wall earlier. Shane Hoare on the move, and then he immediately gets the wall. James Hadaway into the pits. Right now we'll go through the field. So right now, Cade Kenny and Colton Ward side by side for the lead. That Sporky looks happy right now. What happened to Fisher? So having Elijah Fisher slowed down the back straightaway.
Taking notes on that pass next time, Aaron. Sorry about that earlier, by the way.
They're good.
So don't know what the deal with the 4 was, but we'll stay green. And if you're wondering why we're staying green so much, a car that spins resulting in 8. So a car that solo spins on their own, no caution in this series. Now if there's a car that spins and results in 2-car contact that goes completely around, then obviously it's going to be a caution. In case you're wondering why that was not a caution. Right now Colton Ward has gotten the lead from Cade Kennan, and right back to how we started the last few weeks. Colton Ward out in front. Well, if you've been watching Saturday nights the last 2 weeks,
Thank you.
then you know that Colton Ward has been a part of some thrilling finishes, to say the least. Go back to Nashville, him and Shane Har.
Don't mention it. I got Regina from back at the wall a few times, so yeah.
Nashville, Colton Ward, Shane Har right now running third. One of the best races you'll ever see. Me and Aaron losing our minds, obviously. Then Michigan, you take Ward, Hart, and Aaron Stanton in what was a thrilling race at Michigan between all 3 of them. Well, you got to also remember the last time we were in Darlington on the Cup side, it was Aaron Stanton that led 100 of 184 laps. And at the end of it, Colton Ward was able to get around him on the last lap. "24, this is a warning. You're blinking on my side of things. Just a warning. If it is not straightened up, I'm going to ask you to ride here, buddy." All right, now Shane Har has made the move on Cade Kennan for the 2nd spot, and now sets his sights on what's turned out to be one of the best rivalries to have and inspired right now. You just got to think
I
this.
love rookie age.
But you got again, you got to think as this season starts to wind down, both Cup and ARCA, I have no doubts that for the foreseeable future, going into the next season, these 2 right here, Colton Ward and Shane Har, these are going to be the front runners as far as the championship battle is concerned. You see the gap from Har to Colton Ward. Already making you feel good about season 2. All right, now it's actually been the first caution in the last 3 weeks. Throw it.
Wrecking into 3, I think.
AJ Thompson hard against the wall. That throwback DuPont, number 18, heavy damage into the wall. Whole right front's not turning. We talked about AJ Thompson tonight, as we'll go to the replay here. Has to win the next 2 races to lock himself into the final 4. He will not be able to points his weight in. I don't know what the hell happened. Well, let's see what happened with AJ here.
Let's catch the pace car. Come on. We're going to get around it.
Well, AJ's going to get into the wall first.
Shane, did you just steal that lap?
Okay, well.
No. Yeah.
Probably a bit of a blown call, but regardless.
I didn't get the pit open. I didn't get the pit because it opened right as I passed it.
It's open right now.
After review, 18 makes contact with the wall and spins back up into the wall, ironically. 18, get the EOL, thank you. Bit of a blown call, but still anything that was a hazard. So everybody's
Race control got black flag for passing under the yellow.
At least we get a brand new race car now.
damn. Colton Ward wins the race off pit road. Damn. Jorno actually gain a couple spots off of pit road. Cannon will lose. Hauser should gain a little bit. All right.
Did you miss your box, Shane? No. Just slow. I guess I just love my pick through then.
What he is saying is, you only ever see Shane slow like the pit road.
Shane Hard, Gary Jenkins up here, but you got a quick copy.
I do, buddy. What's up?
Well, buddy,
Hey,
right
Jackson,
now we've got a
yeah,
great little
Jackson, we gotta
we've
kick
got a
off.
great little
We gotta
green
stay
flag
behind you.
run here. What's the one thing you're noticing with the cars, how they're handling as we go later on into a run?
Well, they get super tight, in dirty air. So
Hey, zero
that's the big thing, is to try to keep it, in clean
air.
air. Otherwise, you just burn the right front off. So, yeah, I had a good run. My tires were nice and balanced that run.
Hey, I
So,
might get a penalty
I
here.
think we're on the right path.
All right, buddy. Well, I'll drop you back down here. Best of luck to you.
Clear for the half.
Thanks, buddy.
Don't worry about it.
All right, Colton Ward, Shane Hard bringing them down to the restart zone.
Heads up there, guys.
Can I get a black clear? We didn't have the order sorted out back here.
Right now, side by side for second. Jorno down almost to the apron. He's going to try to get clear. Shane Hard not ever going to be able to do it. Colton Ward maintaining the lead. Right now, you see where your favorite
I'm staying low.
driver is running, because I don't know.
Good damn. Let's all that from here.
The Colton Ward's not in the pits, obviously, just ignore that for the foreseeable future.
Yeah, she just jumped on me for some reason.
Shane Hart immediately in pursuit. Right now, we'll go a little retro NASCAR here with the overlay up at the top. Shane Hart, new fastest lap, 30.040. The 21's already on the move. Of course, the front two not involved in the playoffs. Here to collect wins, nothing more, nothing else. Two of the best. Two of the best. Several other ones that can throw their name into that category. As Jordan Jorno is trying to get to the inside of Hard, not able to get the run off the corner like he wants. See Har off the wall just a little bit again. Well, really, that's the big thing these drivers are facing tonight. On and off the wall, the better you can stay off the wall, the better off you are. See, well, Jordan, the good thing was Jordan was not able to really recover or able to gain nothing out of it. So Har right now can regroup, try to run down Colton Ward. Right now we'll do a little through the field action here. So Colton Ward out in front. Shane Har second. You see Joyner right there in third. Hayden Williams in fourth. Ken in fifth. Sorry, just checking something, folks. $24, but I'm just going to ask you just let these two-car rounder get somewhere till the internet seem to figure itself out. Right now, you're still blinking pretty good.
All right.
So continuing through the field. Kay Cannon in fifth. Mike Hauser running in sixth. Aaron Stanton on the charge, trying to get up there to the front. Running in seventh. Right behind them, you see Chris Laoda in eighth. The rock star number 60. Steven Henning just out of frame in ninth. Elijah Fisher in 10th. Around at the top 10. Bobby Hadaway with a pretty sweet looking car in 11th. Tyler Stone had a great start position, but right now at 25, not able to really get back to the front like he was earlier. Off the wall a little bit. AJ Thompson, after being involved in our second incident of the night, running in 13th. Kurt Gibson 14th. Travis Eccles will round out the top. The cars on the lead lap. The drivers that are one lap down, James Hadaway, of course, had to pit earlier under green, got stuck a lap down. Right now, internet issues plaguing the 24. Jesse Glover in 17th. Jeffrey Peppers rounds out the one lap down cars, and then finally Darcy Har 2 down in a 19th position. And that is to the field. Still Colton Ward out in front, only by about a half a second. And it's still glitched. All right. So right now with 117 to go, a long race already. And pretty much the advice is grab a beer and just relax. We still got a long way to go. If you're Shane Har, of course, you know, the bummer not making the playoffs, to realize that you missed too many starts in ARCA to make the playoffs. But the great thing is for really Shane Har and several others, well, what I was saying, sorry, I had to attend to something real quick, but if you're like Colton Ward, Shane Har, Hayden Williams, just to name a few, even though you're not a part of the playoffs, you ain't got much to worry about. You ain't got to worry about how you run for say. You ain't got to worry about, well, if I don't get this amount of points, then I got to do get X amount here and X amount there throughout the remaining playoffs. You don't got to deal with that stress. You literally just come out here and you race. You race and win. That's all you want to do if you're not involved in the playoffs. It really takes off a lot of pressure from several drivers in the playoffs. Now, if you're Jorno, Cannon, Stanton, Hauser, Lyota, Henning, Fisher, Thompson, yeah, you got to worry about a little bit more how you're running, because a bad run can make or break a championship run. So really, if I'm Colton Ward and I'm Shane Har, I wouldn't be too worried about not making the playoffs, and I know they're not. But right now, that's Sporky out in front. Har trying to gain Colton.
That was the worst place to go back at the track.
Colton Ward has led the most laps tonight at 26. We'll take a look at the pit strategy link. So, I mean, there you see it. I mean, everybody pretty much pitted on that last caution that was on the lead lap. Ward, Hard, Jordan, everybody's on an 18-lap stint as they run right now. So you see Hadaway down at the bottom. He is 1 lap down. He took more than likely took the wave around, as did Glover. Of course, Peppers came in under green. Darcy Har on a 17-lap stint as well. You see the two biggest movers, Colton Ward and Shane Har, both up 12 spots where they started. To find the next two biggest movers, you got to go to 6 and 7 with Stanton and Hauser.
Thank you.
Sorry, Hayden, I was still sliding.
Elijah Fisher has made significant contact with the wall. Take a look at it here. He came off the corner and looked similar to what he did earlier, except this time.
Got a car parked on track.
Throw it, he's a hazard.
Alright, man, caution is out. Caution is out.
Well, I don't like that at all. I don't like parking right there on the racetrack. Could have just towed and took the. Could have just towed. Obviously, it'll be reviewed after the race. Let's take another look at it first. It might not have any other option before we jump to conclusion here. All right, there gets the apron. Already knows either something's broke, the tires wore out, something happens. Going towards the bottom. Yeah, I don't know how I feel about that. We ain't done hit the tow button, but regardless, it'll put us under our 3rd caution of the night.
Garrett, I wasn't able to queue up. To try to get that yellow earlier at least. I had no control. My PC just... it kept freezing on me.
The first time you were still in front straightaway, or this the reason why we're under caution? Which incident?
Both times.
Okay. Okay, I guess that's a viable excuse then. Review the incident. 4 makes contact with the wall. He's only going to caution before we get the EOL this time. Thank you.
Heck of a job, Steven.
Well, that is the case, then I suppose that's why you couldn't tow. Regardless, either way, we're under caution. Doesn't matter. 117 to go here. It's going to reset everybody. It really is. What does this do at the front? By God. It's going to put Chris Liotta at the top of the board. Shane Harr in second, Cade Cannon third, Colt Ward fourth, Aaron Stanton the top 5. Darlington's really playing a factor tonight as far as playoffs are concerned. It's bit a couple drivers in the butt.
Steven, I couldn't have done that better myself.
So possible technical issues on the driver on the 4 side of things. It's been a really string of several things tonight. I mean, Hadaway's had issues all night. A couple drivers blinking here and there. You got to remember Daytona, Jordan Jorno in the Cup side was plagued by PC issues the whole time.
Remember, guys, it's tight on new tires.
All right, Liotta and Harr, bring them to the restart zone. Liotta leading his first laps tonight.
Oh, someone stopped on track again. What the heck?
I can see why, but he's blinking in and out. Solo car spin on the start, keeping it green. Before there's another wreck. Yeah.
One spin off of 1, saved it.
Lee Hayden Williams. Not Peppers, I said Williams.
Good save, Hayden, but that got really sketchy when he came up.
What in the world's going on, Mike? It's Darlington. That it is, and right now we'll have a battle for the lead here momentarily. Cade Cannon. Oh no, Shane Harr sets the fastest lap at a 29.931. No, you mentioned Harr, you mentioned Colt Ward earlier leading. I'll tell you one that's had that great speed tonight. It would be the 9 of Cade Cannon, the points leader coming into tonight's event.
Sorry, Mike. I don't know. Good set.
All good, all good.
So the points leader, 2 points over Cade Cannon or over Aaron Stanton. Entering tonight, and of course we'll reiterate the points real fast for those just tuning in. Cade Cannon came in tonight plus 41, Stanton 39, Jordan Jorno 17, Stephen Henning up 15, Chris Liotta out by 15, Elijah Fisher out by 20, Hauser out by 28, AJ Thompson out by
Thank you, Steven.
47. Right now, Cade Cannon all over the back bumper to 21. This will be the battle for the lead here, of course. Cannon knows if he can get up there and lead 32 or more laps, he will have that one bonus point taking him into next week at Kansas for the playoffs.
I'm sorry, Mike. I didn't expect you to break that early. I wasn't trying to tap you.
All right, now we'll go ahead and go through a field. Sound like a lot of action going throughout the field. So right now, first and second, Cade Cannon, Shane Harr. We'll flip that around. Shane Harr, Cade Cannon, first and second. Colton Ward laying in wait in third, just over a second behind. And how about this? 4 wins this season. Aaron Stanton up to 4th. Well, then you got Jordan Jorno comes in tonight, third in points. Mike Hauser needing a massive turnaround to really get himself eligible. Came in tonight, minus 28 for the driver to 43. Kurt Gibson holding his own in the top 10 as he's off the wall again. Right now running 8th. Well, Hayden Williams, there's the battle for the 8th spot. Williams and Lyota, Stephen Henning in 10th. How about AJ Thompson now? There's the battle for 11th and 12th. We see him and Bobby Hadaway now. Of course, AJ knows the only way to, pretty much if AJ does not win this race tonight, his championship will end. That's pretty much just the objective. If you win 2 races in the playoffs as a playoff driver, you automatically lock yourself into the final 4 at Homestead. Shane Hard did it in Cup at Bristol and Atlanta. So if AJ does not win tonight, it would be down to 7 drivers for 4 spots. Unless there's a massive turnaround. Right behind him, Jeffrey Pepper's on the lead lap after getting one of his laps back. Right now running 13th. Travis Eccles as well. He is running in 14th. Then Tyler Stone, the last driver on the lead lap, in the 15th spot. Behind him, Elijah Fisher. Has been a bad night for the 4 already. Feeling under the weather coming into the night. And apparently, not internet, but computer issues are plaguing the 4. Right now, scoring 1 lap down. Behind him, Jesse Glover. And Travis Eccles. Slow on the apron. And then James Hadaway will round out the last of the drivers. 1 lap down at 18th. Then Darcy Harr rounds out the field. 19th, 3 laps down. But meanwhile, the battle for second races on. Cade Cannon, between Cannon and Ward. Shane Hart checked out to a half a second lead. Cade Cannon off the wall again. The best thing he's got right now behind him is Colton Ward. Colton knows he sees the car in the wall. He knows how to prepare for it. You see Cannon's going to pull down to the bottom. He's going to let Colton go by. Not going to hold him up or nothing. It was a really great looking Casey Kane Budweiser throwback. Nine to go. Let's see what this poll that I posted looks like right now. Well, I'm just going to end it, but we'll see. Alright, so I got a 50% Fisher. Somebody else that was not in the starting top 3 selected to win. Right now, Shane Hard leading. Colton Ward in second. Yeah, so right now, the odds, that's a 50-50 chance. Well, this has been very great compared to Cup. I mean, we got a long green flag run in Cup, but other than the occasional couple of incidents, really has been kind of a tame race so far. 90 to go. Your playoff drivers as they run right now, 3rd through 5th, actually 3rd through 6th. Oh, hold on. All right, we're all straight back here. As I was saying, playoff drivers as they run, 3rd through 6th, Cannon, Stanton, Jorno, and Hauser. That makes up 4 of the playoff field. Behind them, you got Stephen Henning, Chris Loda, 9th and 10th. AJ Thompson at 13th, Elijah Fisher in 16th. That is where your 8 playoff drivers stand. with 89 laps to go. Right now, Shane R's led 17 laps so far tonight. Colton Ward's led the most laps at 31. Shane Har's led 17. Jordan Jorno led 13. Right now, it is a battle that could be shaping up pretty good here for the 5th spot. You got Jorno and you got Mike Hauser. Right now, Hauser up 10 spots from where he started this race tonight. And right now, Jorno's doing good. I mean, if I ain't mistaken, as long as I've known this cat, Darlington's always been one of his favorite tracks. Right now, running great in the top 5, knows that if he walks out of here tonight, he's going to put...
35 pitting, 35 pitting.
He is really going to be able to put a little bit more cushion towards the playoffs. Of course, like I said, Final 4 will get in. It'll be a one-lap shootout. Or one-lap shootout. Be a one-race shootout between the Final 4. Right now, if a playoff driver... If I'm not mistaken, let me actually pull up some data here before I say the wrong thing and false advertise. So let's see. Do my magic here. We focus in on Jorno still out in front of Hauser. Colton Ward's starting to cut that lead pretty good into the 21 of Shane Harwell. Had a look. Right, so if Aaron Stanton wins tonight, he officially locks himself into the Final 4.
Yeah, no problem.
But if Stanton does not win tonight or next week, then it will go down to points alone. If you're confused by that, allow me to explain it to you as we focus in on Shane Hart, Colton Ward. Battle starting to ensue for the 1st spot. So there's 8 drivers in the playoffs. Only 4 will make it one round before the Final 4. Top 4 in points out of the 8 will make it in. However, if a driver that's in the playoffs wins two or more of the playoff races, 2 wins in the playoffs, if you're a playoff driver, you have automatically locked yourself into Homestead. Shane Hart did it in the Cup, winning at Atlanta and Bristol, going back to back. So, if Stanton wins tonight, unless something happens where Stanton misses a race in the playoffs, if you miss a race in the playoff as a playoff driver, you're no longer eligible for a Final 4. If that will be the case for the 27, then next week at Kansas, the final race before the Final 4 is determined, it's going to be based on pure points alone. So right now,
Oh my God.
trying to find out what the issue is that they're saying. Let's ride back here on board with Tyler Stone a second here. So Tyler's going to get off the wall. Okay, I see what the commotion is. No harm, no foul, keeping it green. So yeah, so right now as far as the playoff points for the playoff drivers, every point you can muster. Right now, that's going to be the only thing keeping you afloat.
I'm tense. I can't stand this thing anymore.
So Stephen Henning The first of the playoff drivers entering the pits is after a 27-lap run.
If it was intentional, thank you, 25.
So Steven Henning, the first of the 8 playoff drivers to come into the pits. Right now, Shane Hart still leading. Led 27 laps. Colton Ward's led 31. Aaron Stanton, believe it or not, has not led a lap tonight. Hard to believe coming from the guy that went in Cup and led 100 of 184 laps. Well, right now, I mean, if anything, Aaron's right now biding his time, trying to save the tire, trying to save the fuel. I wish we had Josh Henderson up here to help me commentate this race. Whoops, wrong thing. Hunter, Azell, somebody. All right, now you watch Aaron.
Thanks, AJ.
Not really pushing the car all that much. Really being very light with it. Don't know if it's because something's acting up with the car that he does not like. Could be handling issues. You know, it's the unknown, but right now almost 6 seconds off the lead as Shane Harr and Aaron and Colton Ward has really ran away with this thing. Right now, Steven Henning, after his pit stops, comes back out onto the racetrack 2 laps down in the 16th position. We're going to go another through the field here. So Shane Harr out front, Colton Ward running in second. The Sporky having a very great run, looks happy this weekend. You look at Cup, it's the complete opposite. Just spoke about him. So Aaron Stant running third behind him, Cade Cannon in fourth.
Cutting in, leader, cutting in.
All right, now we got pit stops going on. We'll go through the field after this round of pit stops. So the 60 is in. So it looks like them are the only drivers in. We'll continue through the field. So right now, Cannon in fourth. Mike Hauser running a solid fifth, needs a turnaround.
Think about it.
For the 43-28 out coming into the night. Behind him, Jordan Jorno. This is pretty much a battle for 6 between Hayden S. Williams and Jordan Jorno. Steven Henning 2 down on fresher tires right now, just kind of hemmed up. Right now, you see Kurt Gibson running in 8th. As the lead lap cars. Bobby Hadaway in 9th. AJ Thompson running in the 10th spot. You see Thompson coming into the pits now. Tyler Stone running in 13th. Fisher 14th. Then we're the last of the cars 1 lap down from there as Lyota's still in the pits. Jeffrey Peppers running. Well, right now, Peppers is running 13th. Steven Henning will be scored 14th. You just saw him in the middle of this battle between Williams and Jorno. James Hadaway, 16th, 2 down. Chris Lyota now returns to the track.
Wasn't trying to hold you up, Steven.
2 laps down.
Right now.
Travis Eccles in 17th, 2 down. Darcy Harr right in front of him, 10 laps down. Jesse Glover out of the race or off the track at the moment. Not going to say he's out of the race. Right now, 7 to go, and it still looks like it's in the firm grasp of Shane Harr, Colton Ward, standing still. Has lost time, 7 seconds back. See what having trouble because here a couple of 2X's. But him and Harr both What happens to Kurt Gibson back here?
No problem. I was going to try to go the inside, and I didn't make it. Sorry.
All right, all good, man. Appreciate
The
it.
same thing. Well, if you look back, if you were the ones that watched the Cup race, you were the ones that watched the Cup race when we ran Darlington about 3 or 4 weeks ago. You saw the wall played a very massive hand into all the playoff drivers involved there. And it affected a lot of playoff drivers. You're kind of seeing that at night. The more these cars flirt with the wall, Colton Ward in the pits this time, second place. Pitting from second place. The more you touch that wall, the more damage that car. It don't matter if you're kissing it.
Car fitting this time.
Don't matter if you're kissing the wall. It's going to be damaged nonetheless. The leaders are in. This is a 39 lap stint, so the best we can do, it seems like, either tire or fuel rise. It's 39 laps. Aaron Stanton stays out. Stan will officially lead his first laps tonight. Of course, what can you say about Aaron Stanton?
Car fitting this time, bye.
Four wins this season, most of the ARCA series. One last week at Michigan, trying to win Darlington tonight. Mike Hauser, I spun it coming into pit road. What in the world? Let's look at it. Just hard on the brakes, too fast entering. He's going to loop it around. Solo car, and it's off the racing surface.
24 fitness time.
Unfortunately, it's really going to hurt the 43's chances. Was running second when he came in. Aaron Stanton continues to stay out. Going to lead his third laps of the race tonight.
Let you have it, Shane. Thanks, buddy.
And then it's going to cycle around. Of course, multiple strategies on the board right now. Stephen Henning Henning was the first one to pit. This should play in the 12's favor or not. Now, he's going to let him by, obviously. As far as the 12 goes, it has been a disastrous start to the playoffs. On the Cup side of things, been decent in ARCA. Right now, came in tonight plus 15 to the good, but right now, that handling just is not there on the 12 tonight. Well, you heard him over the radio when he pitted this last time. He said he couldn't take the car and how it was handling. They cannot take the car how it was handling anymore. That's why he pitted 13 laps ago.
At you with a berm handle.
Well, he pitted 13 laps sooner than everybody else. So the 12 dealing with handling issues.
Now it's the yellow.
Yep, throw it. Put it out. Caution is out just as the pit stop strategy was in the butts. K Cannon, massive damage to the 9. Stephen Henning has gotten a piece of that. It's showing on our screens. There it is, damage right there to the left front. What in the world has happened with 62 to go? Let's look at it. So Hayden comes off the wall. So that's not the caution. That's not the issue.
Well, what technology up? My car is a brick.
Okay, Cannon comes off the wall. Lyota nowhere to go from there.
You good?
Hard into the wall. Damn, Kurt Gibson got killed. Look at that one more time. Son of a... You can't say it. Well, right there, Cannon off the wall. Nowhere to go. He's going to go to the inside. Lyota don't know where he's going. He's going to slam into the back of the... Well, Stephen Henning get involved in this. He just gets on the brake, slams the wall. I'll take one more look at it here. And, of course, if you're wondering, it's the same exact thing that happened to Elijah Fisher earlier to throw the last caution. Just not going to be able to nail the exit off. Gets tight off the corner. You see it. Hayden did it there. Lucky for Hayden, nobody was behind him. Unfortunately, Cannon had Lyota all the way right to his back bumper. From there, and then there. Poor Kurt. After review of the incident, 9 comes off the wall, 60 has nowhere to go. The EOL will go to the 9 for this restart. Thank you.
Yeah.
Don't need to comment. Thanks. All right. Now what this does, it traps Hadaway, Jorno, Stone. It traps all these jokers one lap down. Anybody that had a shot at maybe getting a wave around got involved in a wreck or was too far back. Kurt.
Catching up here, Garrett.
Better lap.
Thank you.
Gonna add a lap here. You let drivers get caught up.
Great, now we gotta let everyone by.
Start pitching right now. Pits are closed, by the way. So right now, Jesse Glover officially added to race. Darcy Hard 9 laps down. Kurt Gibson officially out. All right.
Alright, Garrett, I'm gonna need a clear since no one else is trying to pass me.
Stand forward.
Trying to be shade? I have no idea what's going on.
We're rolling it.
Big check up on the front stretch. Big check up on the front stretch. Wrecking.
Jesus, all freaking
Yeah,
much.
Brent. And I got past her.
That's probably an urgent. Yeah, there it is.
Well, I gotta give y'all time to get through the scoring loop so it doesn't put everybody a lap down or whatever. Don't know when we forgot.
Right.
Don't know how we forgot.
Right, thank you.
I don't know how we don't know how to do a restart
I will
anymore.
have a block that needs to be cleared for passing their side because everyone's checking up. Thank you.
All right. Let's see what the hell happens. What ain't one unreleased. It's a checkup effect. That's really all it is. It just starts at the back. Travis Stone's gonna get turned up there. We'll look up here.
That's crazy that the lucky dog has to start behind wave around.
Yeah, they're all stacked up on the bottom for some reason.
I had to think. Well, just to think that the last 2 weeks of ARCA went good, and now we can't do a restart.
Any car start finish? Because of everyone getting black flags and all that. Oh, never mind. They answered my question.
Look at dog coming around.
All right, after review of the incidents, just the result of a checkup. It'll be marked down as a racing incident. It will be reviewed after the race for further incident, I'm assuming. So, no EOLs at this time. Thanks. Let's just try to end this race on green. We've been doing good so far. Well, not the damn race that I was expecting. Give a monkey a wrench and what happens? With that being said, you'll now put 6 cars back on the lead lap. Yeah. All right. I got one left. So the rear rack in Aaron Stanton, Hayden Williams, first and second, Mike Hauser, Colt Ward, third, Shane Harr in fourth.
Heads up, guys, for the lap car trying to catch you up. You got a couple of cars trying to get into position.
So I got to delay this restart again.
If I get into you before we go green here, I'm sorry. You keep blinking really, really bad.
Also, heads up, Mike, you were blinking, but it's intermittent, so you're fine right now.
Back on the restart is still like that. Drop to the inside on the apron, Jackson.
All right. Trying to finish this one out. 54 to go. We'll stand immediately up to cover Hayden. What does not want him to get to his outside. Better restart this time. Tyler Stone out of the race. Not a debut at the driver 25 wanted.
Sorry about that, Kane. I don't know what it is, but every restart is just so decent, right?
You're good. I was hoping I didn't that coach you.
Here we go. Alright, so 53 to go. Stanton's still out in front.
Dude, I can never tell if you're actually in the wall.
Right now it is the battle for third.
There you go, man.
Review front stretch, 2 cars around, I believe. Yeah, I would hit it.
That's on me, I bounced off the wall.
Jordan Jorno goes around, collects Julius Peppers, and now
Leave it up to Garrett.
another playoff implication tonight. Playoff drivers now starting to get bit. Well, for Jorno came in night 18 to the good. We'll see what really happens here. Now it has turned into a race of nutrition at Darlington now. Jordan comes off the wall, gets loose, collects the 2, regardless of the fact. Either way, Jordan will hit the 2 regardless, no matter how he's blinking. After reviewing the incident, 84 makes slight contact with the 2, sending both cars around. 84 get EOL this time. Thank you. 84 1 EOL. So a great night for Jordan Jorno, just got a little bit more difficult. I know. I know, buddy. I know. And I'm guessing Jorno is done. I'm guessing it's saying that he's out. I don't know. Be a massive hit for playoff drivers tonight as they run. Ow. Well, as they run, Aaron Stanton in front, Mike Hauser third. Gotta go down the list a little bit. Find Cade Cannon in 7th. Jorno unsure what the deal is with the 84. Still in the pits. But Stephen Henning now.
Mike's at it again.
Well, Henning in 10th, Lyota 11th,
Yeah,
Thompson
you know,
12th,
he's
Elijah Fisher out of the race as well. So it's been a bad night for playoff drivers.
Shane, I gotta let you by somehow. Hold on.
I'm here for, whoever it is, Coker.
I don't know how hard it is to
Bobby, you gotta get up here too.
Go ahead and do it now so I ain't got to add a lap here. I don't know how hard it has been to get ordered up on restarts again, but apparently it's been difficult tonight. It's going to be 47 to go. Darlington starting to show her ugly head. Starting to become even more challenging as the deeper we get into this race. All right, pace car's in.
Green, green, green.
We're rolling. Stan with another great jump. Will fall into Aaron Stanton's favor. Stan now a strong run off of turn 2. That's about the best you could ask for. Williams now has to deal with the 21 of Shane Har. Right now, it's going to be 45 at the line here down the back straightaway. Well, right now, Stanton's led 22 laps so far. Shahar still holds the bonus point at 37. Colton Ward, 31. Going back through the field right now. Lighthouser running in 5th. A solid turnaround for the 43. Needs one. Remaining schedule for the ARCA series. Of course, Michigan was already done last week, so we're going to ignore Michigan right here on the screen. Tonight's Darlington, next week, Kansas. The last race before the Final Four is determined. For 4 drivers, they know their fate August 9th. Racing for a championship. For 4 others, they're going to think of what could have been. They're going to look back at this season and be like, what could I have done different? Right now, Stanton, 4 wins this season, second in points. Coming into the night, only 2 behind Cade Cannon. Right now, Stanton in firm control. Cannon running 7th. First car 1 lap down. What's really messed this whole thing up. What really messed this whole deal up was the caution with Cannon and Lyota. Trapped just about half the damn field 1 lap down. Another developing story as far as the playoff goes. Want to tap his name to confirm. And indeed, right now, Stephen Henning showed out of the race. Along with Jordan Giorno. 3rd and 4th in points. Ladies and gentlemen, out of the race. Giorno came in plus 18. Henning came in plus 15 to the cut line. So now, any point, Elijah Fisher's back on track. He's 6 laps down, but back on track nonetheless. Any points that Fisher can gain, this is going to be worth it. Any bit that Mike can gain came in tonight plus 20 or out by 28 points right now, running in 5th. Every point matters when the 3 guys that are within arm's reach are now out of the race. This is really going to shape up Kansas to be a race for the ages. Same thing coming in on Monday night. The Cup Series points have already been calculated for Monday night on the Cup side of things. I'll go ahead and give everybody a sneak preview. I'll go ahead and give everybody a sneak preview while we got a chance to catch our breaths. Shane Harr, obviously, this is Monday night. This is the Cup Series, not tonight. Shane Harr obviously knows his fate August 11th at Homestead. On the Cup Series side of things, he'll be competing for a championship. Aaron Stanton will walk into New Hampshire Monday night plus 26 after the bad run at North Wilkesboro for some and the great run for others. Elijah Fish will walk into New Hampshire Monday night plus 12 to the cut line from what I'm seeing, from what I've added up. Mike Hauser will go in as the gatekeeper for the 4th and coveted spot. Only 8 above North Wilkesboro winner Josh Henderson. Cade Cannon out by 26. Stephen Henning out by 47. Jordan Giorno is out by 66 points. That is for Monday night, live from New Hampshire. But tonight, right now, who do you got to pick? Do you pick the pole sitter, Hayden Williams, looking for his first win in ARCA? Or do you take the man that's won 4 times this season, trying to make it 5? Aaron Stanton, who is very adamant in saying that he does not like these cars. Now, he does not like the cars yet. Got 4 wins, trying to make it 5 with 35 laps to go this time. Luck of the draw. You can't stand driving the cars, but you're good at them. It's just the luck of the draw. Right now we'll go through the field. Shane Harr running in 3rd. Led 37 laps tonight, the most so far. Aaron Stanton's led 33. Colton Ward led 31 laps, running in 4th. Mike Hauser in the 5th position. Came in tonight out by 25. Bobby Hadaway, the first car, or the last car on the lead lap. With that being said, we're going to start the 2 cars that's 1 lap down. Cade Cannon trying to recover, begging for a caution. Some aren't, but Cade is, so he can get his lap back. Right now, Cade running in 7th, 1 lap down. Behind him, the 2 of Jeffrey Peppers. 1 lap down. Them are the only 2 cars 1 lap down. From there, Chris Liotta running in 9th, 2 laps down. AJ Thompson, 2 down in the 10th spot. Travis Eccles, 2 laps down in 11th. Sorry, I had a fast forward, saw a 2X, did not know if something happened between the 9 and the 43. We'll continue before something does. James Hadaway in the Dollar General Toyota. Internet issues plaguing the 24 tonight, as you can clearly see. Elijah Fisher, computer issues of his own right. Not to mention being under the weather in the Mobile 1 Racing number 4, 6 laps down. For Darcy Harr, he is 12 laps down. That are the last cars on track. As Hayden Williams got around Aaron Stanton. You gotta think they both pitted the same amount of tires. This is pretty much who wants it worst with 31 to go. Drivers out of the race. Stephen Henning, Jordan Jorno, Tyler Stone, Kurt Gibson, Jesse Glover. All out of this race. That is 15th through 19th. Well, right now, Hayden Williams trying to get his first win. I believe it would be his first win. I had to double check real quick. Okay. Okay, it would be his second win. One over there in Japan. As he is off the wall over and over. So Hayden trying to get his first oval win in Inspired Racing League. Well, winner at Fuji, I forgot about that. So Hayden trying to get his first oval win, trying to get his second win in ARCA. Of course, not in the playoffs, joined too late. But like Colton Ward has shown up, he has shown up showing that he is a threat to win. Aaron Stanton will be in this time with 29 laps to go. $29 to go, and you know what and there's one thing I'd be worried about if I was if I was Hayden. Now you have to deal with 2 of the fastest guys that I believe in the league right now. We ran on board with one of them. The 21 of Shane Harr. And you hear the clutch. Listen, he's clutching. Let's see if we can't pull up the dashboard. Yeah, here we go. Watch there at the bottom right of your screen.
Thank you, Darcy.
You got it.
So it's not clutching there, but very, very easy on the gas. You see Hayden struggling. Harr also has way fresher tires than the 40. The 40 is going to try to hang on through turns 3 and 4 right here.
Thank you, Darcy.
You hear that? Dead silent. Pushing the clutch all the way in. Slowly get back onto the gas. Shane might be trying to stretch the fuel here. We saw it last week in Michigan. Right now, Hayden Williams on a 34, 35 lap run. Shane Harr on a 23 lap one. That is pit strategy wise. We'll pull it up for you so you can see it right here. 35 laps for Hayden. 23 and 23 for Shane Harr and Colton Ward. They are breathing down Hayden Williams' neck. Going to be 25 to go. Well, Hayden's going to do his damnedest. He is going to do his best to try and hold off 2 of the best that this league has to offer right now. Of course, you can throw Elijah Fisher and Aaron Stanton's name in there, but right now, as far as for the win right now, the two best. You got Hart and you got Colton Ward. The other thing, the top three right now as they run are not in the playoffs. The highest running playoff driver right now, Mike Hauser in fourth, over 7.5 seconds back from the leader. Well, right now, Hayden doing a great job. I'm pretty sure Har's just trying to size him up. Colton's sitting here thinking, how am I going to get both of these guys? How do I get both of them? I want to get both of them. AJ Thompson to the apron. No, he wants no part of this. Thompson will go. Now 3 down. He'll be in the battle for 10th with James Hadaway. Well, here it comes. You see, Hayden made a mistake. He got into the wall a little bit. Hard capitalized. Colton Ward now to the inside. Well, now, if you're Shane Har, you want to get out of Dodge. You're hoping that Colton and Hayden are going to run side by side just enough. See, Williams able to hold off Ward just for the moment. It's going to be 21 to go when they get back to the line. This is awesome to watch. Seeing James Hadaway about to go. James Hadaway about to go another lap down. Already 4 down. He'll be 5. Mike Hauser concedes 4th. Hauser into the pits. The 43, a much better pit entry this time. Right now, Hayden's still trying to defend Colton Ward. All that's doing is just letting Shane get away here. We'll take an update on our top 5 as they run. At the top of the screen. Well, there you see it, Kay Cannon 1 lap down. Bobby Hadaway 23 seconds off. See, Ward's going to take another shot at Hunter. We'll switch back to the tower. So everybody can see where their favorite driver's running right now without having to wait. Well, finally, the tire game failed. Hayden Williams now. He's just going to drop back to the back. Right now, it'll be a podium finish in 3rd with 18 to go.
Forty fitting.
Well, Hayden Williams will be in this time.
Thank you, Travis.
Yeah, no problem.
Well, it was a bit of a bad stretch. Caution-wise and restarts. Right.
On the outside when you can.
Right now. He's looking to set up to be another Ward and Shane Har finish here. Bobby Hadaway, black flag. Has it exceeded the incident points? Hadaway will have to come in and survey. I believe it's a 30-second penalty. I ain't too sure.
Stay low here.
Black flag for something, whatever it is. And another twist. Well, question is, can Shane Har and Colton Ward make it on field? That's the question. Because right now it's just going to be them two going for the win here. Okay, we see if we can't get the lap time history here. Well,
what I was wondering.
Well, there you see the last 5 laps. Shane was slower, 141, 142, but now Hayden Williams turn on the afterburners. Let's see what it is here. Ward still faster by a tenth. This is going to be good. That's all I got to say. It sucks that there ain't more drivers on the lead lap right now. Only 2, actually. It sucks. But the best thing is we're getting treated to another Shane Hart, Colt Ward showdown. If you've been keeping track, Rockingham on the Cup side. Shane Hart able to hold off Colton Ward. Then, 2 weeks ago at Nashville,
Thanks, James.
Colton Ward was able to even the series up 1-1. Is the rematch and the showdown right now. Ward slower by a tenth. Well, you hear Shane clutching in. One of them's clutching in.
Thank you, James.
I don't know what the hell the issue is.
Why gotta be so loud?
What I'm asking. We're going to be 11 to go this time. The gap has dropped 0.3. Well, right now I think Ward. Well, no, let's run on board Colton Ward, see what we got here.
Hitting us off. Pitting and pitting.
Right now we'll see really what's different here. Colton's the one clutching in now. I guarantee we'll ride on board Shane Hart, we'll hear the same thing. But Ward not able to get back into the gas as quick as what Shane is apparently. Look at the drive off the 21 gets. Well, now let's ride on board with Shane Hart and hear what he's doing. The Ward with a massive run off the turn 2 to the back straightaway. And the 3 contact to the 21. That really messed Shane's whole rhythm up. Colton Ward on the attack. Oh boy, it's getting great. Was that the last gas out of Ward? Going to be 8 to go when they get back to the start-finish line. The last gas, no. I do not think so. Looks like Ward's really able to get in a little bit better on entry than the 21. However, Hart able to get off the corner slightly better than the 42. Well, Hart really sent it into the turn that time. Look at the gap. However, Colton Ward trying to make it back up, wanting another big run off of turn 2. Not able to really get it. Right now, Ward's being pestered by the 2 of Peppers. Ward into the wall. Peppers coming on fresh tires. The 2 trying to make a difference in this. K. Cannon, black flat.
No, my wheel is off-centered, and I got wheel damage in second.
Right now, the 2 getting involved in this battle. How about everybody? You got a Chevrolet and a Toyota right now. Multiple laps down. Interfere with a Toyota Chevrolet battle for the lead. 3 wide that we can tell. Well, that really cost Colton Ward. You see the 2 blocking his own teammate pretty much. Cannon's in pit road to serve his penalty. Playoff drivers critically affected. Well, finally the 2 gets around and away with it. Gets his lap back. Without a question is, can Ward gain the gap back? 0.4 of a second, just under a half a second. Can Ward gain it all back?
Travis.
Right now, the last gas for Ward, either he has been saving just a little bit extra for one more charge, or he's stirred up all his stuff right now. The gap shrunk down.
I gladly will.
Right now, the gap has shrunk. It did shrink to 0.2 of a second. Now it's back to 4. Aaron Stanton worked himself into a pitch of 1 down. Does not matter. This is what Ward and this is what Colton wants. Or this is what Hart and Ward wants. Well, really, it really sets up 1-on-1. We're coming to 3 to go. Going to be 2 at the line here. Ward, try to get to the back of Hart again. Not able to do it. Stanton playing a hand in this. Stanton looking to the inside right now. The Chevrolet is not playing nice and helping each other out. 2 to go. Oh, hard to the wall just a little bit. Look at how it's going to really affect the exit. Hard, a great defense, not quite the run Colton wanted. Will Ward look to the bottom in 3? He's going to put the bumper to the 21 again. They're both in the wall. White flag, 1 to go from Darlington. Har versus Ward, round 3. Really, round 4 if you count last week. What does Colton have off of the corner? Is it going to be another big run down the back straightaway? The gap shrinking. Shane's going to take the defensive line. Ward's going to look to the bottom. Har loose into the corner. Shane hard, they're still wrecking almost. Ladies and gentlemen, get the photo finish. Cameras out side by side at the line. Shane hard takes it at Darlington. What a run. What a run.
Good race.
That's what you call duking out on a Saturday night, boys. Hell of a finish, boys. Hell of a finish. What a run.
That was pretty sexy. I was riding behind that. Good job, guys.
What a run. Well, let's look back at it. Far chase, or another chopper camera. Just look back at the whole thing. Might be a little bit afterwards here.
Colton, you can't flip like you can in North Wilkesboro, buddy.
You see, Hard gets loose. That's what he wanted. Both in the wall. That little bit of contact really is what set this up. But the run off the corner, Ward not able to get back into the gas enough. A bit of a bobble. That's all she wrote. Let's get Shane Hard in here. What a race. Shane Har, you make it 2-1 in the series. You got a copy.
What's up, buddy?
What a run.
Oh, that was a lot of fun there. Wow. It was a blast.
Yes, sir. It was awesome to watch. The last little bit, I want to ask you, how much did the caution earlier in the race really affect the outcome where several drivers got trapped a lap down or more? How did that really shape up in the end of this race?
That was really big. I think the top two were the only ones on the lead lap. I think Colton got the wave around, or the lucky dog. I got the wave around. So I think there was only 4 cars actually on the lead lap for a long time there. So it played a huge role in the outcome.
Well, then tell me about the last few laps. I mean, I'll be damned if this is what we're getting treated to at the end of the season. Season 2 is going to be massive. But I want to ask you, at what point did you feel like Colton was faster than you? And what was the mentality, what was the strategy trying to keep him behind you for all them laps?
Well, I was actually saving fuel that whole run. I was 2 laps short. So, I was clutching every single lap in the 3 and, just trying to wrap that bottom and air block him. So, And I think he was doing the same thing. So really, it came down to the very last lap. I think I ran out as soon as I crossed the line. So heck of a battle.
Oh, dude, it was awesome. Another one for the highlight reel, the third week in a row. You and Colton Ward have put on a show. Give Aaron Stanton some credit. He did his darnest. I want to.
Yeah, he was trying to help his teammate there, wasn't he?
And I want to ask you about. I want to ask you about that teammate thing real quick. Of course you had Peppers on a Chevrolet trying to get his lap back. You had James Hadaway, who was your teammate. Did you feel like at that point either Colton was going to capitalize on the lap cars, or did you feel like that maybe we'll be fine here? And it really was. It looked like whenever Ward was losing time to you because of the 2 lap cars.
Well, yeah, when I caught him, give a couple of them props there. I think like James, Darcy, Bobby got out of the way for me. Yeah, as far as them couple that were trying to race us there at the end, I would have, preferred to see them maybe, drop off or just let the leaders battle. I mean, I think everybody was a lap down but us 2, right?
Correct.
So, yeah, at that point, just, what's the point in trying to ruin the finish? I guess they're teammates, yeah, but
well, one from his respective team.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I get it, but, whatever.
Well, buddy, I'm going to ask you the next important question that's coming up. You know which one it is. You've been interviewed enough times now. You know what's coming. But is there anybody you want to thank, friends, family, sponsors, etc. tonight?
Yeah, shout out you for broadcasting. Elijah for putting this league on, and all my teammates over there in Toyota. Had a few of them that had not so good a race, but we appreciate them showing up, and we hope to see them next week.
All right, buddy. Shane Hard not in the playoffs for ARCA, but will build momentum going into the championship. Only 2 weeks away. Well, 3 weeks away in Cup. Appreciate your time, buddy. Congratulations. Win number 3 in ARCA.
Thank you, sir.
Mm-hmm. Let's get the other half in here. Starting to become a trend with these two. Colton Ward, Garrett Jenkins got a copy.
Hello.
Well, I'm going to ask you, was it a last-ditch effort to try to get to the back of the 21, and you got there? What hurt you coming off of turn 4 that set up a very thrilling finish?
Really? I mean, I just didn't want to, put him in the wall there, so I tried to give him as much room as I could, because, I mean, we were super tight there. If you didn't see the last 2 laps.
Oh, we saw it, but we saw it. We saw it.
But yeah, I think, he plowed on the turn 3. I kind of did too, and I was in the apron. I just didn't want to get tight and just slam him in the wall, so I don't know. That probably lost me some speed there, but then, I was at his door, and then I ran out. So he would have had the run off anyways.
So it was gas that got you, potentially.
I don't know. I don't think it was really a gas pass, but yeah, he just had the run off there. He would have had it.
But buddy, obviously lap cars played a bit of a hand into tonight. Obviously got it sorted away. I wanted to ask you, because I asked Shane Hart the same question. When the caution came out right at the end of a pit cycle, did you feel like that played a very pivotal point in how this race played out?
I mean, yes, because, I mean, it just put me and Shane on the lead lap, but,
well, there's a couple others, but at the end of it, it was you and Shane.
Yeah, so I was thinking, I didn't like it at first, because, Aaron had fresher tires than us, but then I was like, wait, we can make it, so we just need to save 2 laps, and they can't, so then I just started saving, because we didn't need to race the front 2.
Well, buddy, it was
yeah, so I started saving.
Well, I was just saying, it's starting to become a trend here on Saturdays and Mondays now. You and Shane Har, I believe the series is now 2-1. And I got to ask you, though, Obviously, not in the playoffs. You've said it. You've said before. You're just here to win. Not really in the playoff hunt. I gotta ask you, how is all these good runs, both in Cup and ARCA? How is that shaping up your season and your motivation for season 2?
I mean, kind of the same, honestly, because you're still racing like the same group, but
just more on the
I don't
line.
know.
Just more on the line.
Yeah, like I mean, I don't try and race people any dirty at all. I race everyone the same.
Well, buddy, last question coming up. You know which one it is. I always say the best one for last. Is there anybody want to thank or shout out tonight? Friends, family, sponsors, etc. The floor is yours.
I'll thank you for broadcasting this race and Elijah for hosting the league.
All right, buddy. Well, at the end of a very wild Darlington race, to say the least, weren't really wild, but just had a bad stretch there. Colton Ward will look to try to even up the score again to 2-2. Appreciate your time, buddy.
Thank you.
Yep. Well, let's get the other side. This drive right here is going to be this is going to be fun. Aaron Stanton, Garrett Jenkins up here in the booth. You got a copy.
What's up, Garrett?
Well, I don't think I've ever seen a race play out to where the top two are on the lead lap, but I guess there's a first for everything. I want to take you through the whole race in general. You walk in here leading 36 laps. You'll walk out of here leading 36 laps, not the bonus point per se. But just take me through the race. We saw all throughout the night, handling and tires was kind of a big thing, but how important did they really play a role in this race tonight?
I just want to say this is probably the worst handling race car around this track. This was so bad. Okay, you know how this is like such a one-lane track, right, Garrett? And the dirty air in these cars are so bad. Like, I don't really know how to explain it, but it was like almost impossible to not hit the wall. If that makes any sense. Like, you would try to like exit the corner, and then you would catch the guy's dirty air in front of you, and it would just like wash you up the track, and you'd have to lift or something. Like, it was terrible.
And we saw a lot of drivers struggling tonight. But is that what really makes this track kind of unique or special in its own right? Like, is that what makes this track, why it's so difficult? And ultimately, is it more rewarding? Sorry. Got to turn on my words. But is it more rewarding to win here or just to finish when you look in the aspect of a championship deal?
Well, I consider this one of my best tracks, and I haven't won here yet, so it just tells you how hard this track is. In these cars especially, it was really tough.
Well, buddy, again,
but,
go ahead. Good.
I messed up my pit strategy a little bit because that last caution, I thought for sure like we're gonna get another caution, so I didn't pit like I should have, and that's kind of what hurt my night. I had a shot at the win, but can't guess right all the time.
Well, and of course, you know, the caution earlier in the race that trapped several drivers. I had several drivers, about 5, all but 5 a lap down, and I want to ask you this next question. At what point does the momentum shift if you're behind the 8 ball on that deal with a caution like that? It's probably the first one I've seen in this league that I can remember where all but 3 to 5 cars are still on the lead lap. The guys that went in the longest were able to, I believe you were one of them, still on the lead lap. But how does that really mess with a driver's head knowing that, well, damn, I just pitted, but now I'm 1 or 2 laps down? Like, how big does that play into a driver's confidence and all that with a situation like that?
Just, especially at a track like this, it's just really hard to get your lap back. Like, I mean, you saw me. I was like this last stint when I pitted with 30 to go or whatever. I was like an entire lap behind him, and I gained like entire lap and was still a lap down. So like, hitting around here is so slow. And, like, I don't know how to explain it, but this track's just tough. You have to really, like, mentally prepare for this track.
I understand completely. I ran enough NISs at this track to understand completely how you feel. But Aaron, last question coming up. Is there anybody you want to thank? Friends, family, sponsors, etc. The floor is yours, buddy.
Thank you for streaming or broadcasting this all the time. You do a great job, Garrett. Thanks to Elijah and everybody for putting this on. That's all I really got.
All right, buddy. Aaron Stanton will lead 36 laps tonight. We'll walk out of here the highest of the playoff drivers in third. Appreciate your time, buddy.
Yep.
And he could not have put it in the better words. This is not a track you just jump into ready to go. This track, you literally have to spend the time preparing for this track, learning this track. The more seat time you have at Darlington, the better off you'll be. And even then, there's no guarantee you're going to finish the race. It is that tough of a track. They don't call her too tough to tame for a reason. And I'm starting to believe on iRacing you can't tame this track. You can have a good race 1 week at this track. The next time you come back, you can be completely off your game. With that being said, final results, I cannot believe what I'm looking at. But I'm going to go through them anyway. Shane Hard comes out your winner in another Colton Ward, Shane Hard duel. Ward will have to settle for second. Right now the series 2-1 for those keeping track. Aaron Stanton will rally out third. The best of the playoff drivers, Hayden Williams, starting on pole. However, was not in the cars tonight for the driver of the 40 who will walk out of here leading 14 laps. Mike Hauser, much needed points day for the 43 on the ARCA side of things. He'll come home fifth. Bobby Hadaway, Jeffrey Peppers, 6th and 7th. Chris Lyotta in 8th. James Hadaway, 9th. AJ Thompson keeps the top 10 streak going for now, like the third week in a row. Rounds out 10th. Kay Cannon, a speeding penalty on pit road, ended a great night for the driver of the 9 who led 4 laps. Travis Eccles comes on 12th. Elijah Fisher has said a lot of times this has not been the ARCA season he wanted. And going into next week, the driver of the 4's fight to get into the final 4 will be a very steep climb as he will come home tonight in 13th. Darcy Har, 14th. I just said that about Elijah Fisher. I look at the next 2. Stephen Hennig came into the night 4th in points. The final driver holding that 4th spot to make the final 4. He will come in 15th. Jorno came into the night 18 points to the good. Only 18 in 3rd. He is going to walk out of here 16th. I'm going to say this. I'm going to say this. Whatever you got planned for Saturday night next week, carry your phone, stay at home, because next week at Kansas, you are not going to want to miss the fight to the Final 4. It only got one more stop. That will be Kansas. Next week, Saturday night. You are not going to want to miss next Saturday night. Because right here, this shakes everything up. Jorno comes home 16th tonight. Tyler Stone, Kirk Gibson, 17th and 18th. And finally, the results. Jesse Glover will finish at 19th. And just ignore that Garrett guy. I don't know what he is. But, again, I'm going to say this one more time. Whatever you got planned for Saturday night, next Saturday night, any way you can, you're going to want to watch the final race before the playoffs. One more to go for 8 drivers. Tonight, Shane Har knocks off his 3rd win in ARCA. So, holding off Colton Ward. Shane Har, on Monday nights, he'll know August 11th He'll be fighting for a championship in Cup. But until then, HGR possibly more than likely on tap tonight. Not official yet, or not tonight, but tomorrow night. Until then, I will see each and every one of you Monday night, unless I see you tomorrow night. With that being said, have a good night. God bless. Shane Hard's your winner here at Darlington. Take care.